All right, so ahead of the big day on Saturday, how's the team feeling?
Team is feeling really good. Look, we had a long game against Hume. Obviously, pushed us all the way to the very end, and we were very committed to the very end. And obviously, Max does what he always does and helps us get over the line. But we're very much looking forward. The guys were in this morning, very cheerful, very focused, and yeah, I think they're ready.
You obviously did it the hard way against Hume, 120 minutes. How's the recovery going? Do you think the boys are right to go for the weekend's game?
Yeah, look, so after the game we were back in Lakeside very early in the morning with a recovery session next door. Other than, unfortunately, Ross being taken off with a shoulder injury, everybody was in, and Ross was in as well. So we got that done straight away. The boys had some time off away on the weekend. They've come in this morning, all ready to go, and everybody was on pitch.
You're in the full 120 on the weekend. You're in the full 120 plus pens, the Doherty Cup final. Are you prepared to go again?
Yeah, I think it's. Well, I think we see games as 130 minutes now. Oh, sorry, an hour and 30 minutes. Sorry. You know, it's probably something that our boys are not only physically ready for, but they know that we will have long games against these types of teams, and they're ready for it. They really are, and nothing was more difficult for them than trying to go extra time with one less player. And they're just a testament to the mentality of this group, to be honest. They're very strong, very strong.
Yeah, so with Andy Brennan sent off on the weekend, like you just mentioned, how do you think you fill the void of Andy this weekend?
Yeah, look, we're fortunate enough we've got players that can actually play 2 or 3 positions, and I don't think you can actually replace Andy in what he brings on the pitch, but also what he brings off the pitch and himself as a person. But he was in this morning, and he was very supportive of everybody and trained very well. But you know, we've got players to fill that type of role on any side of the pitch, whether it be on the left or the right, or even in the middle, which Andy can play across the front 3 as well. So we'll be more than ready to have solutions for that, 100%.
Yeah, we obviously talked about how Andy went off during the Hume match. Can you just talk to me about the resilience of the team, I guess, getting the job done with 10 men?
Look, it was very unexpected. We honestly thought it was a bit harsh, but we just looked towards the end goal. We've been pushed time and time again, and I've always said, and I always said it to a couple of colleagues after the game, this group is a very, very resilient group. They're very resilient, and there's something that we sort of stick by, and we are relentless. We don't stop until the very end, until we can't run anymore. And when they can't run, they know that ultimately, put your hand up and we'll bring somebody else on that will. But this is a very mentally strong group of people, I can assure you that.
Yep, so far this season, already won 2 pieces of silverware. This Saturday you can win all 3. So what would it mean to yourself, the players, the club as a whole to accomplish the treble?
Yeah, I think very much, and Max was saying it just before, it'll be good to get this one. There's been a couple of close calls. Obviously last year was very unfortunate with Avondale, and they were very good on the day, but I think this would just sort of be testament to all the work that's gone in, both on and off the pitch, not just from the players, but also the board and the committee and everybody that, you know, and I said it a couple of months ago that we're doing the right things right at this club, and it really would be, I guess, the icing on the cake for a really good season so far. But no one remembers who came second.
Yep, and now just finally, is there any words to the South community to make sure they get down on Saturday? Yeah,
absolutely. They were very boisterous the other night. So come down, rain, hail or shine, we need every single one of you to help us push these guys all the way to the very end. And yeah, we need them. Come down, help us.
All right, so thanks for coming today, Chris. Ahead of the big game on Saturday, how's the team feeling?
Yeah, I think everyone's pretty comfortable with where we've got to. This is where we aim to be at this time of the season. So, yeah, big game and looking forward to it.
Obviously, a big semi-final clash of the weekend. Is there any learnings you can take coming into the grand final this week?
No, I mean, that's all in the past now. You know, I thought we played well last week, but, you know, we move on. Different opposition, different tactics. So, yeah, it's totally different outlook for us now.
South v Oakleigh seems to be a similar storyline on grand final days or cup final days. Is there anything you'll take from the previous time you took them on Doherty Cup final day?
No, I mean, look, we know that they're very dogged in what they do. They're very well coached. They're organised. They're very structured, disciplined. All those terminologies that you want to add. They're a very good side. You don't win the league if you're a bad team. So we know we've got to go out there and work as hard as we can and put our plans into action and hopefully find the back of the net this time.
Obviously, we were talking before about all your games coached, and this week, do or die final. How much of your experience will you draw upon in those crucial moments to try and change the game in Oakleigh's favour?
Look, I mean, it's really about the players that are out on the park. We can make changes at the side, we can instruct them, but it's how they carry out those instructions. So it's about the players, and I think they're all up for it. We know, there's a great rivalry between the two teams, but by the same token, we want to be champions this year, and we'll do our best to pick that trophy up at the end of the day.
And finally, what would it mean to Oakleigh, yourself, the playing group, the fans to lift that trophy up on Saturday afternoon? Yeah,
I mean, it's been a long-awaited thing. 2 years ago we did it, so that takes a bit of pressure off us. But by the same token, we've got a team out there that wants to clinch the treble, so we know they'll be up for it as well. So I think it's all for a very, very good final. Everyone should look forward to it.